Gentlemen, good morning. Thank you so much for being here. Head coach Alex Jensen. We got Keanu Dawes and James Okonkwo. Fellas, how we doing?
Good.
Well, yeah,
Good.
pretty good.
All right, great. Right. Well, let's jump into it. So, Coach Jensen, obviously you're a Utah guy, so not familiar with the program at all and the history. We won't bring up old Coach Majera stories or anything like that. But when you get the job, and what was the reception like?
No, the reception was great. I got to see a lot of people that I got to know while I played there, but the reception's been great, and hopefully we can, win and play the right way and get more people in the arena.
So, James, obviously, you played at North Carolina, West Virginia, most recently at Akron here. Can you just give us the basic, why Utah?
Honestly, I think it was Al did a really good job at recruiting, not just me, but the rest of the guys. He laid out the foundation, 10-point plan, development, everything from strength and conditioning to play styles. It was really in-depth recruiting pitch, and I was like, everything that I want to do. What did you say, Coach? Everything that I think I'm capable of, I can achieve here. So
he can't put you on the baseline right now, so it's okay. It's going to be all right.
No.
Keanu, actually, want to pull up the film real quick, and before we're going to put you on the spot, we're going to do a little film breakdown with you here. You go in the portal, so a little similar question. Go in the portal, you come back. Coach Jensen gets the job. Take us in, conversationally, what that was like with you.
It was good. It was an interesting process for sure. I was in the portal for about 4 days, and what really sold me was just the pitch. They made a PowerPoint of my player development plan, kind of similar to what James said, and it just felt very pro. And at the end of the day, that's where I want to go. So I don't see any reason to be somewhere else.
So before we get into questions from the media and that player development plan, I do want to take a look at some film here. So if you guys actually, look over the top, Keanu, this is you, okay? This is at the Big 12 tournament, all right? And I'm going to kind of walk through it with you, so go ahead and run it. Sideline out of bounds. This is a really interesting, I love the simplicity in how you play, okay? On the opposite wing, so go ahead and run it. And the way that you're able to find and navigate space on the perimeter is I think is really important. UCF starts in that little matchup zone. Clearly, we saw throughout the game you were trying to get it to the middle of the zone. You sliding, drifting just enough for a better passing angle. You give the post a look. I'm sure they probably wanted you to throw it in, but that catch rip, one dribble, you're there.
Yeah.
The simplicity of scoring like that, where did that come from with your game?
I don't know, just natural instinct, I guess. Not really overthinking it too much, just realizing, okay, I had a smaller matchup on me. The open box was there, and that's something we've actually worked on. And you can see in the video, I kind of held it for a little bit before I went. And this year we really worked on rip and go. It was just not waiting, just you see the open box, just catch, rip and go. So
I love it. That's awesome. That's a great answer, by the way. Really good answer. Coach Jensen, both your guys have mentioned the player development plans. Can you talk to us about how in a recruiting pitch it's not just about, the normal recruiting stuff, but why that player development plan is so important?
Coming from the NBA, I've been a part of a lot of different, player development plans. It's a big thing, that a lot of teams have 4 or 5 player development coaches. But, the first week I got there, we didn't do any basketball. It was all measuring, testing, and weight room. But I think we lay it out, and we spent a lot of time on it and pretty thorough. And it's actually in the few short months we've been here, everybody's made improvements.
So we have any questions from the media? We got one right over here. I promise, Coach, we're not going to pull up film from when you played to do a breakdown.
It's okay.
Hey, Coach, Lee Rivera with Scope Sports. I just want to ask you, coming in your first year in the Big 12, is there any coach specifically that's kind of helped you or given you some words of wisdom?
I'm actually, I kind of knew it before I came, but since I've been here, I've realized and I'm not just saying it because we're in the Big 12, but there's not a better basketball conference, and the coaching's great. And I'm actually excited because I know there's a learning curve for me. There's some great coaches to learn from. And I'm sure that speaking to them or not, I'm going to learn a lot. Because, I take, I had a brief conversation with Kelvin and what he's done in Houston in his 13 years. Not a traditional powerhouse, but, I admire that and kind of curious, to how, he went about it. But a lot of good coaches that have built programs and run programs for a long time, and that's what we're trying to do, be good for a long time, not just a year or two.
We've got another question over on the right.
Coach, I'd be curious just to hear your thoughts on what you valued in your roster construction as you came from the NBA to the Big 12.
It's interesting because we prioritize a few certain things. And this might sound like a simple thing, but the one thing is if it's players they like to play. And since I've been at Utah, I go back to the teams that have had success at Utah, and they've been, teams that not necessarily, I don't think many top 50, top 100 players have been there, but it's always been guys that have wanted to come, like to play, wanted to get better, and then you see where that takes you. But I think that they have to like the game and want to get better and realize that they need to get better.
Guys, thank you so much for being here today. Really appreciate it, and good luck this